required, for example where the elderly or those with impaired eyesight or mobility are likely to be present. And in these areas, increased illuminance may be required. So don't just sit back on the requirement for the standard. It's essential that the person deciding on the level of emergency lighting required does consider special requirements. What about fire safety signs then? Well, the requirement for fire safety signs covers many different applications, but the basic ones, your exit signs and your first aid point signs, must be provided with emergency illumination to enable them to be used basically at all times. And it calls for them to provide unambiguous indication of escape routes. Now, you can get more guidance on the application of these guides. There's a lot of guides out there, the DCLG guides, the standards out there, where you actually need these signs. However, what is the format of signage? What's the key thing that all these signs should have now? Well, we used to call it in the fire brigade the running man. And someone said, you can't call it that. You can't. Why is it a man? We said, it looks like a man. You can't call it a man. All right, we'll call it a running person. You shouldn't tell people to run in a fire situation. Now, what they're looking at calling these is a perambulating person sign. That's the correct term for them, a perambulating person sign. Let's just summarise the requirement, the format of signage. Well, these signs here, the exit sign there, came out in 1975. That should have been replaced by 1998. This one here came out in 1990, and it's deemed to comply with the Signs Directive for existing installations. This sign here came out in 1996. This is the European Signs Directive format. That's that one in 1996. And this is the latest one, 2011. This is the ISO EN 7010. This is the international standard for the format of signage. The key thing is don't mix the signs up. Don't mix the signs up. Don't have some signs from the older ones and new ones. But the minimum they've got to have is the pictogram. Now, further guidance on the format of signs and their application is given in the H&S Guide L64, and you've also got it in the Fire Safety Order Guide.